Hello everyone, my name's Nisha and I am the YogicAmnesiac. Today we're doing a little bit of a fusion yoga talk / routine. I want to talk a little bit about sun salutations. We'll go over like the bare bones in the beginning, just the basics, a little bit about it, just so you guys know what it's all about. And then we'll actually do a couple. We'll do a total of 6. 3 on each side, which, as many of you may already know, you alternate legs and whatnot, and they're different sides. Today we're working on Sun Salutation A, I believe. I'll have to double check that. I'll correct myself in editing or whatever, but I think it's Sun Salutation A. I always mix up the names. There are a bunch of them, and I would like to go over more of them. This is the most basic one. It's definitely the easiest one, the most beginner-friendly. It's the kind of thing you can just do as a quick yoga routine. Do a couple of them and you'll get a full-body workout. I had actually recorded this video before, had a lot of trouble with audio, and then I was not able to re-record it or do a voiceover for it or anything, and it was a huge mess. So I'm redoing it now, and I just want to tell you that last time after I did it, my hamstrings were very, very sore. I could still walk around. It was nothing terrible, but it's definitely worth mentioning that you may feel a little soreness in your legs after this, maybe even in your arms, your abs. So it's totally possible to get a workout doing this, and I thought that was a really cool thing that I could, do a couple minutes of sun salutations, and if I wasn't explaining it, I would have done it even faster, I want to say. And that would have given me my workout for the day and I wouldn't have needed to do anything else. Okay, so a little bit about sun salutations. Like I said before, there are a few variations of sun salutations. They're completely different, though they have the same general concept where you move from standing to a lunge to something else, and then you come back to standing. It's kind of like a complete cycle, and you can really do them endlessly. You always want to do an even amount because you switch up the sides that you're doing it on. For example, you send your right leg back in this one the first time, the second time you'll send your left leg back. So you have to do an even amount, do one on each side. I'll do my best to remember what side I'm on. It can be really confusing. I did a really good job last time, so hopefully I can do that again for you. One other thing I'd like to say about sun salutations is that traditionally they're done east. The name is properly Surya Namaskar, which is, literally sun salutation. Surya being sun, Namaskar being the same as Namaste, which is a greeting. Apart from that, you, like I said, traditionally do them facing east in the morning. It's kind of your beginning of the day thing, waking up, literally greeting the sun first thing in the morning, saying hello, waking up with the sun, and starting your day with that. There are a lot of different ways to practice them and actually apply them to your day. A lot of people say you do them just alone, you don't do them with a practice, like you would do them first thing in the morning and do another practice later in the day. You can also use just this as your yoga practice, especially if you're short on time, you don't have the ability, or your day is so cramped that you just can't fit in an hour-long routine. You could do, 20 minutes, 10 minutes even of sun salutations. Another option is to work it into your yoga practice, which I often like to do. I'll do a little bit of a warm-up, do a sun salutation set, and then do something else a little bit different, work on things that maybe the sun salutation doesn't properly do for me or doesn't loosen up, or, target areas that I really want to target at the time. One more thing I want to say about sun salutations is there's a lot of bending down, having your head below your waist, a lot of half inversions, not full inversions, but just half inversions like downward facing dog, or that Uttanasana earth touch where you're completely folded over and your head is really low. And it goes from that to standing to upright positions, which can be kind of weird, a little funky on your body. So you'll see me taking my time. I definitely have a hard time with lightheadedness, dizziness, getting out of it. And I totally want you guys to feel comfortable coming out of it, taking your time. If you need to pause the video at any point, totally do that. Take the time you need to get your blood pressure back to normal, get your blood back where it needs to be, because jumping into another one too fast can really mess with you, can make you feel really bad, and honestly, you could pass out. It's also pretty warm here right now, so if you see any edits or cuts, that's probably me taking a water break. I'm going to edit them out just for the sake of brevity for the video, so you don't have to watch me drinking water. But I'm also going to, again, encourage you to pause the video at any time to take a water break, drink up, really think about what your body's feeling, because while it doesn't seem like you're doing much, and a lot of these poses are things that you've done before, when you put them all together, it can be strenuous on your body, it can be tiring, and it can be a workout. Finally, this is probably the best way to get cardio in yoga. Obviously, yoga is not a big way to get cardio. We can raise our heart rate a little bit, but it's nowhere near running or swimming or, playing a sport. But this is the best way we go, and I love doing this for cardio because I'm very limited in what I can do. In the summer I can swim, but that's the only option I really have for cardio. So I love doing sun salutations just to help keep my cardio up a little bit, just to keep me a little bit fitter, keep my heart health a little bit better, and whatnot. One last thing before we get started, I'm going to do a set of 6, like I said. I'm going to do the first 2 slower so that we can take our time. You can work through it. You can just watch them or do them along with the video. It's your choice, but be sure you do both of them or neither of them. Don't just do one, because you want to be even on both sides. Like I said before, we always do an even number. I'm also going to do the next 4 a little bit faster. You always do a sun salutation with your breath, or at least that's what you're supposed to do. You can kind of take it or leave it depending on what your body needs. If you need to slow down and hold another pose for a few more breaths, it's really not the end of the world, but traditionally you do it with your breath. So the next 4 we'll try doing with our breath, with breathing. I usually breathe really slowly, so those next 4 may go fairly slowly, which might be nice for beginners, but you'll find that you're trying to inhale and do the next pose on an exhale while I'm still inhaling. That might be weird. So go at your own pace. If you find that you need to go into the next pose already or you're a little behind, don't worry about it. But we're going to do that. I'm also not going to be talking you through this the same way I usually do my routines. I'm filming this outside. I'm at my parents' house right now. I'm going to post a video about that in an update. But I want to let you know I'm at my parents' house, so I have the opportunity to film this outside. It's beautiful, but I don't want to risk losing the audio on this video too. So what I'm going to do is perform the sun salutations, and then while I'm editing it, I'm going to add a voiceover to explain them. So I won't be talking you through it the same way. It'll be a little bit different. Tell me what you think about that, though. I'm really interested to try out this voiceover thing. I've wanted to try it for a while. So if you like that, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think. Like this video, whatever. Do all that fun stuff. Just because I want to know if you prefer the voiceovers, in fact. I don't have the microphone here that would be best for voiceovers, but I do have a pretty good one on me, so I'm going to use the one that I have and do a voiceover so I can get this video up for you guys ASAP. I think that's it. I just wanted to let you know it was a little bit different how the format was going, and I really, really want you to tell me if you like the new format. So please absolutely take a minute after to leave a comment down below and tell me if you like the voiceover format. So that's all I have to say, I believe. And with that being said, let's get started. So we start here in Tadasana, or mountain pose. Plant the feet firmly. I roll the shoulders back, standing up straight. Look down, checking my feet, making sure my feet are hip-width apart. Again, thinking about the bones, not the feet. I always like to emphasize that. We inhale first, raising our arms up and overhead and stretch the entire body. And then exhale and roll forward into Uttanasana, or earth touch. We really round the back here, bend the knees, relax your body forward. Make it nice and deep. We then inhale and come up into a flat back position, straight legs, straight back. Everything about this is like 90 degrees, trying to create a nice angle. And then we again exhale into Uttanasana, or earth touch. Same thing, making it really deep. Inhale, we send the right leg back, mindful that our left knee never goes in front of our left ankle. It's always over or behind. And then we exhale and send the left leg back. We inhale into downward facing dog and take a moment here to walk the dog out, move around a little bit. Because we're doing this a little bit slowly, I do like to check my alignment and really take my time. We exhale into a plank and then inhale into chaturanga. Exhale into upward facing dog, again creating a nice arch of the back. Notice my thighs do not touch the ground, they are engaged. Inhale into downward facing dog. Again, I take a moment here to move around and check my alignment. Exhale, we send the right foot forward. Again, the knee does not go past the ankle, it's above or behind. Inhale the left foot forward and exhale into Uttanasana or earth touch. Make it really deep. Inhale into a flat back position, straight legs, straight back, extend the crown of the head forward. And then exhale into Uttanasana. And then we slowly roll up as we inhale. Take your time here. And often it is best to actually do this with multiple breaths so you can go nice and slowly and take your time. I exhale as I lower my hands, and you'll notice I have my eyes shut here. I do that for a little while just as I'm letting my blood get back to normal. I know opening my eyes can be very jarring, so I like to take my time here. You notice I really stand and take it slow. Then we do it again. Inhale our arms up, stretching the whole body. Exhale, roll forward into Uttanasana. Same thing, rounding the back, bending the knees, sending the head towards the ground. Inhale up into a flat back position, extending the crown of the head forward. I look up a little, though really your eyes should look more down towards the ground. Exhale into Uttanasana. Inhale that left leg back this time, switching up the sides. And then we'll exhale the right leg back. You were mindful the whole time of not keeping that knee, keeping it, where it's supposed to be. We inhale into downward facing dog. Again, taking my time here, stretching out my shoulders since we are going slowly. And there's nothing wrong with resting here for a few breaths if you need to. Exhale into plank, and then inhale into chaturanga. Exhale into upward facing dog. Notice my thighs do not touch the ground. I am flexing them a little, engaging them a little, really supporting my body with the core. You actually have to use your body. Inhale into downward facing dog again, stretching out. Exhale the left foot forward this time. Keep that knee above the ankle or behind it. Inhale the right foot forward. Exhale into Uttanasana, earth touch. Relax here, send the head down. Inhale up into a flat back position. Exhale into Uttanasana once more, relax down. And then inhale and slowly roll up. Take your time, and if you need to, take multiple breaths. I cannot emphasize that enough. After this, I exhale and bring my hands down. I take a moment here to relax, center myself, let my blood come back to normal. And now we'll do it a little bit faster this time, one breath for each move. I really did take my time after that last one. I got a drink of water, so if you need to pause the video, do that. And we're about to go a little bit faster, so I do recommend taking a little bit extra time here to let your blood get back to normal, center yourself. Inhale, send your arms up and overhead, stretch the whole body. Exhale down, earth touch, relaxing, sending the head down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, roll forward, earth touch, Uttanasana. Inhale that right leg back. Exhale your left leg back. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, plank. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, upward facing dog. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, earth touch, Uttanasana. Inhale up into a flat back position. Exhale, Uttanasana again. And then we inhale, roll up, take your time. If you need to, take multiple breaths here. I'm also going to say that if upward facing dog and chaturanga are hard for you, you can always do a normal plank and then followed up by a cobra. I forgot the word for it there. So I exhaled, lowered my hands, and we take a moment here, center ourselves, relax. Let the blood come back to normal before we do this on the other side. I always like to take a moment to check my alignment before starting up the next series. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, earth touch, forward fold. Inhale, up into a flat back position, crown of the head extends forward. Exhale, Uttanasana, rounding the back. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, right leg back. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale into a plank here. Inhale into chaturanga or your plank. You can drop your knees. Exhale, upward facing dog or cobra if you need your thighs on the ground. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, Uttanasana, earth touch. Inhale, flat back, crown of the head extends. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, slowly roll up. I'm going to say this every single time. Take multiple breaths if you need to. We bring the hands up and overhead. And then we exhale and we lower them to our heart or our sternum. And take a minute here. Let your blood come back to normal. Keep your eyes shut if you need to. Open them when you're ready. You can check your alignment now. Roll your shoulders back if you need to. Think about your Tadasana, your proper posture. If you need to grab a drink of water, this is a good time before we do the next two. Check out your feet. Make sure they're hip width apart before we start the next series. We inhale, raise the arms up, stretch the body. Exhale down into Uttanasana. Inhale up into a flat back position. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, right foot back. Exhale, left foot back. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale to plank. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, upward facing dog. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, right foot forward. Check your alignment. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, crown of the head extends forward. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, slowly roll up. Take multiple breaths if you need to. We have lots of time before we start the other side. One thing you may notice in yourself, and I noticed in myself and watching the video, that going into the flat back position, I could go deeper and deeper with each series we did. So be mindful that your body may just be limbering up at the beginning of these and you're just working on, loosening your body. So we stand, let the blood come back to normal, check the alignment, breathe, take your time here. These can be very taxing and tiring, so really rest. Inhale, raise the hands up and overhead. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back position, and here you notice I can get much lower than I could at the beginning. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, left foot back. Exhale, right foot back. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, plank. Inhale, exhale, upward facing dog. Inhale to chaturanga, exhale, upward facing dog. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, roll up. And this is one time I took multiple breaths myself. I usually only take one, but rolling up on this last one, we've been doing it so much. I wanted to give my body time to recoup and get normal. Exhale, bring the hands back to the heart, thumbs at the sternum. And here I stayed here a little longer since this was the end of the series for me. Letting my body come back to normal, letting my body relax, kind of returning back to my normal self. Taking time to breathe and relax.